What's up, guys? It's Raider45 here, and today I do have a bad trader alert for you guys. Usually I don't make these kind of videos, but this kid right here, SuperYugiTrader, he was really really irritating me today. I don't know, he's really stupid if he's trading right now, because he obviously doesn't know how to make trades. I'll get into that more later on, because it's kind of funny, because he contradicts himself so much, and you'll even notice. Anyway, his channel has 4 subscribers and 0 video views, meaning he doesn't have any uploaded videos. His link will be in the description below, but honestly, there's nothing much to see on his channel. So basically, the trade went out all nice and dandy until he sent me this. Yeah, wait, it's you, LMAO. We never had a trade, dumbass. Alright, so I'll show you guys exactly how it went up to that point, and I deleted all my messages in between, so this will be a nice smooth process of just his messages. And I did not delete any messages of him or me communicating, so I can assure you this is 100% accurate. So yeah, this is basically trade initiated by him. He sent me a message first, as you can see right here. There's no RE next to it. He says sorry. Basically, he said sorry, I don't have a video up, but here I see some stuff in your book. This is a list of what I have. So basically, he took the time to write all this down. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll take a look at it and see what I need. And I actually did see some stuff from it, so I listed it right here. Then he sent me a message saying, this is basically what he saw from my book, and he said I'm not really good at making offers, so why don't you offer me something? So I'm like, cool. And this was my offer to him. And I guess this offer was a kind of a rip-off for him, because honestly I didn't know how much Compulse and D-Prison were going for, however priced they were, even after the reprints, and Catastrophe also. So he said, I'd be getting ripped off, and I don't need Spear anymore. Okay. And I said, what do you need instead of Sphere? And then he said, I still might want the Elemental Lords, but he wants to know my value on these. And I said, I go by eVal value. Go check them up. And he says, okay, good, I already did earlier. He sent me a back-to-back message then, giving me an offer. Honestly, I did accept this, because although these cards are pretty hard to find, I really did need Compulse and D-Prison to finish off hauling my deck. So I confirmed it right here. Okay, sure, I can do that. And this is the trade. Remember the trade, because he does contradict himself a lot with the trade later on. He said, unless you got wind up stuff. Yeah, he sent me this, and then this back to back, and then I sent him, okay, sure, I'll do that. I meant to specify for the original trade right here, but I think he got my point. Then he said, you got rest right, and you're trustworthy and don't scam. He also sent me another message saying, what is your address? And also, do you send out the mail the next day, receive them, because I need this stuff by next Saturday for regionals. This was sent on 1/22/13, and it's almost already been a week. Next 3 messages I sent him was, I never scam, never will. I have a lot of refs and have a playlist of trade-proof videos if you need them. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I have a whole list of trade-proof videos on my channel. It's in a playlist called Trade Proofs for Yu-Gi-Oh! I have over 50, maybe hitting 60 right now, so go check them out. I also try to send out the next day if I'm not too busy, but it also depends on when I receive your stuff, so I can send as well. And take note, I try to send out next day. Next day, this is important later on. And I gave him my address. And let's see. Before that, that's the message I sent him today. He says, this is tough if I send out tomorrow morning, and I live in Arizona. Okay. So after that, I didn't reply back. But today, 1/30/13, I said, hey, did you send out yet? I still haven't received anything from your mail, from my mailbox from you. And he basically replied back saying, I sent and I haven't got your stuff either. This is where stuff gets a little eh. Basically, I clearly specified that I'll send out when I receive his stuff. But he's saying, I haven't got your stuff. I haven't got your stuff either. So right there, red flag went up. And then I said, what day did you send? Like, I didn't mention the part about me sending at the same time. So he said, Saturday. Okay, so why would a guy who needs the card, who need all my cards by next Saturday, send out on a Saturday, like 1 week? That's really tight. If he really meant, if he really needed those cards, he would have literally sent next day. And then I'm like, I haven't received yet. Well, actually, before that, he also sent me this at the same time. Unless you haven't sent yet and you were scamming me. Alright, kid. Like I said, like I specifically pointed out to you guys, I said if I send out next day after I receive your stuff. Specifically, I stated that in my PM. And yet he says this and he's accusing me of scamming. Okay. And this is basically my reply to that. I haven't received yet. I thought you were going to send next day, and I said that to him. This is quotes on what you said to me. That's all I needed to know. You sent on Saturday. Don't jump to conclusions. I hate people who do that, and I really do. I'll send out when I receive your cards. I even stated that there. I never send at the same time. That's absolutely the worst thing you could ever do. And honestly, guys, it is the worst thing you'll ever do. So don't ever send at the same time because you'll highly regret it. Alright, then he's like, wait, it's you. LMAO. We never had a trade, dumbass. And this is the PM I showed you guys. Right now, nothing makes sense. It's like we never had a trade, but I specifically showed you guys the trade we had. We exchanged addresses, and he even stated down here, I sent Saturday, right there. And now he's saying we never had a trade. Okay, kid. Alright, whatever floats your boat. And then I sent him this big long message. You can pause the video if you want to read it. I think this is pretty clear. The camera's focusing. So basically, I'm like, we had a trade. You didn't need to call me a dumbass. I honestly was trying to be respectful to you. I did not interrogate him at all to call me a dumbass. So basically, you can pause that if you want to see it. He's like, show me everything on PM, even the first PM I sent you. And yes, if it's my phone lets me. Hold on, did I skip something? Seems a little weird. Okay, no, I didn't skip something. It's like, show me everything on PM. And I basically said that I'm going to make a video to him down here to inform him that you are a scammer or a bad trader. And then this was his reply back to that. And he called me a fucking retard. Yeah, another insult to me. But I'm good at taking insults. It's like, yup, if your phone lets you. There's nothing for you to say or prove, end the story. I tried being respectful, and you shot that down. And clearly you can't comprehend the factual information. And I said I'll have it all on my PM messages, and I'm showing you guys right now, one by one, down the row. This kid is really, really contradicting himself right now. And then he sent me, obviously I deleted my PMs. Okay, kid. If you delete your PMs, then how in the world are you going to prove that we never had a trade? And again, he says we never had a trade going on, and don't say, oh, you deleted them or something like that, because it makes you sound more like a loser than you already are. And since you're so smart, what was the trade supposed to be? Okay, this kid's just being smart with me right now. He's really kind of right there. He's pissing me off with the because he's sounding like an arrogant brat. And I clearly show you guys the trade. So the Ghost Honest, Ghost Black Rose, and the Ultra Rare Book of Moon. And then I sent him this. Show me precisely where you said no thanks. And do not dare make it up because you look more like an idiot trader than you do. Basically, he says that we had no trade going on. So I'm saying here, show me where you exactly said that. Show me where you said there was no trade going on ever. And he says, and I'm ready to bet my life on how we had no trade, so have fun, whatever you do, troll. He even calls me a troll. And I replied back, these are direct PM messages between you and me. And I showed you guys. And I even have the dates and everything. So that was the offer. That was me saying I send out next day. This is me saying what's your address. Or that's him saying what's your address. Oh yeah, that's him asking if you send out the mail the day you receive. Yeah, because right there he's stating basically, do you send out mail after you receive my mail? And back then, like past couple minutes, he was saying that we should have sent out like at the same time. And yeah, this is his last PM. This is tough if I send out tomorrow morning. I live in Arizona. This is basically my last reply back to him before I made this video. Also, this is the latest PM. If I never said we were trading, that's why I never PM'd you back. Good job, smart one. Okay, kid, I didn't reply back to you, but if you're watching this, why would you say we were never trading if we exchange addresses and you specifically stated today that you sent on Saturday? Got you red-handed. Like I said, guys, like I said, this kid's really fishy. Don't do trade with him. He's a red flag right now to me. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully this video is kind of informative to you guys. Peace out.